Hello, everybody. Oh God, it looks horrible. Wait, there it is. Hello, everybody. I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
No.
It's okay. I fixed it. I realigned the dimensions, and now everyone's in their proper box. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tales Does Tales, where we here at Tales of Initiative play through Tales from the Yawning Portal with an eldritch twist. I am your GM, Matt, and I am so pleased to be telling this story with our delightfully daring and fantastically frightening cast of players, Danny and Haley. Did I do that? Yeah, there we go. Kind of nailed it. We once more find ourselves a Joe Short as they are recovering from a lengthy move, but fear not. While the Forge of Fury waits, we will continue to explore the tales of Grimma's Fist. Now, as we are playing our game, make sure to give those Sponer links in chat a clicky click. There's some fantastic deals on completely new TTRPGs like Emberwind, supplements to existing games like Day 20, and everything you could want for your non-tabletop gaming needs from GameStop. Join for exclusive rewards, extra trade-in value, and bonus discounts through our affiliate link. It's super cool. You can go get yourself some diamond hands. A quick reminder to spend those channel points. Thin the Veil is back. The challenge is back. For the low price of 30k, 30k challenge points or channel points, you can add some extra eldritch excitement to our game today. And I haven't forgot about those cutscene challenges. Don't you worry, we will be cashing in both of those during the next Forge of Fury episode. So make sure to turn into that to find out more about our fairy ranger and our half-elf door-kicking cleric. Yay! Thank you, Danny. And finally, unless y'all have anything to plug, to share, to say before we get started. Finally, a quick content warning for our game tonight, which as usual feature all sorts of cosmic horror subject matter, including unreliable narrators, hallucinations, body horror, and terrible monsters like rats who are super nasty and want to bite your ankles. So if you're not into Madness Mommies or Deep One Daddies, go check out our YouTube and catch up on all the other tales we have on offer, including Vengalia, which just hit episode 60. Wah! Air horn noises, all kinds of excitement. 60 episodes. Wild. There's TPK, which is coming to the conclusion of its Phantom Kingdom arc and is going to be starting a whole new exciting story in Arc 3. I am very excited just as a viewer to see what's going to happen there.
Me too.
Blood Ties, our Vampire the Masquerade like mini campaign, I think is coming back on the 16th. Is that right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right. If it's not right, I'm sorry. But Raz is leading us through a wonderful Vampire the Masquerade adventure.
Yes, the 16th. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be back on Sunday the 16th with that. By the way, if you're ever playing catch up, or if you're in one of the like sort of Western European time zones, all of our live streams go up on VOD on YouTube at 12 noon Eastern time, the day preceding, or 12 noon or 1 p.m. Eastern time, I think, the day preceding our usual air dates. So like if Vengalia is on Wednesdays, the VOD will go up on Tuesdays at a time that's far more reasonable for y'all in Western Europe to watch during dinner. That way you can enjoy it just on a slight delay. But yeah. That's all I have. Are we ready to kick this off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, when last we told our tale, Rift and Reaper were following a lead through the sewers of Wakawa. At the behest of an information broker the Grimma was seeking aid from, the duo were tasked with taking care of a rat problem. But this is no level 1 tavern quest, and they are now neck deep in a plot of intrigue deep beneath the city. They followed their original attackers back to an underground fortress, where a feast was being hosted by the Shadow Empress, a rat-like demon matron whose guests are no less foul than she. Allying themselves with a surprise friend, Lady Venna, and her two guards. You're starting to catch the drift that maybe these are not just regular old guards. Rift and Reaper are now on an extra-dimensional assassination mission, helping these three people from some sort of secret organization to dispatch all of the demons that have been trapped within a strange pocket plane prison called the Seven Demon Jar. Lady Venna, who you now know is named Vel, along with Rory and a so far as of yet unnamed third member of the would-be Demon Slayers, along with Rift and Reaper, have set up camp in a dilapidated church inside of a forest-like section of the jar's inner world. Vel has let them know to pay attention to the little wristbands that you got before the jar went off and sucked everyone in, that they might be able to key you in to weak spots or transition points somewhere in the jar that lead to other areas. But you know that you need to deal with whatever demon is lurking in this area before those are going to work. We left off with Reaper keeping watch in the bell tower of this dilapidated church. And she felt a wet splat land on the nape of her neck. What do you do?
I look up.
No, don't do it.
You look up, and you are greeted by the snarling, drooling face of that weird half-wolf, half-spider, half-humanoid man-bear-pig monster that was over with the drow party at the dinner. 2 massive forearms and then 2 smaller little T-Rex arms, but they have humanoid 5-fingered hands, are reaching over the edge of this roof towards you with hostile intent. And we are going to roll for initiative.
Oh. Wait, do I roll or yeah,
You roll. There is just going to be a surprise round that most people are falling victim to.
Okay. 16.
16, that's pretty good.
6.
16. Rift is 6. Vel. Oh my gosh. Well, when Vel isn't surprised, she's going to be going pretty quick. Rory. And then other guy, as of yet unnamed. Oh. Also got a 6. And then my baddie. Okay. It is the surprise round, during which everyone except this creature is surprised. So it will get to go. But since we do go through your turn, Reaper, you do have reactions. So if you have reactions, you can use them. But it is going to start off with a bite and 2 claws. So first, the bite. That is going to be a 19 to hit you.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a high roll. 21 points of piercing damage.
Fuck. Ooh, alright.
And then we got claw number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a miss. That is just a 10. And then the last claw, rather than being an attack, this is going to be a grapple. So you could oppose with an athletics or an acrobatics check, but you do have a point of exhaustion and you will be rolling a disadvantage, whichever one you choose.
Okay. I will try for acrobatics. Is it 7 and a 19, so 8.
8. I rolled a natural 19 for a 24.
Goddamn.
One of those massive forelimbs, the first claw swipes and misses you. The 2 little hands quickly reach out and grab you by the lapels and just lurch you up. And you are now grabbed by these 2 little chest claws being held close. And you could feel it starting to move and clamber down the bell tower. But that is its turn. And that brings us to the top of the round. I'm assuming that through the bite, there was some sort of reasonable cry of pain from
Yes.
from Reaper. So that is going to wake up everyone that was sleeping for this rest. So Vel is like, oh shit, and is just like quickly looking around, half of her movement to get up, and is going to like sprint and rogue cunning action dash up the bell tower. It is 30 feet from like where y'all are sleeping to like the ladder, and then 30 feet up. Or it's actually 15 feet and 30 feet, but climbing takes extra movement. So it is her full movement just to get up there, and she yells down, "It's the fucking Draeg'ed! It's Kate taking her outside, quickly!" And you can see the other two like scrambling and getting up. Reaper, you are actually up now. You are grappled by this thing, and it is hauling you down.
You know what? Absolutely fuck this guy. I'm using my last spell slot. That is a level 3 vampiric touch.
Ooh, okay.
It's a plus 21.
21 is going to hit. Absolutely.
Nine. Yeah, 9.
9 points of necrotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll get 9 points back.
Does it heal you for all of it or half of it?
You're going. Oh, half. So 4.
4. Yep.
That's better than nothing.
You know what? I'm gonna try it the other way. I'm not gonna do subtraction for health points. I'm gonna do addition and see if that's easier. It's my brain.
Yes, just start adding them. Yep.
Yeah, my brain is tired today. You rolled 9, the hardest number for my wee brain to subtract. Alrighty, so what does this vampiric touch look like for you?
I think that Reaper grabs on to the little tiny hands, keeping them grappled, and her eyes turn like bright glowing red before it just starts leaching out their life force.
Nice. Love it. Okay, that is going to bring us to, it is Rory's turn. Rory, you can see like flicks his wrist, and you see a spear like shunt out of a little like pocket thing, and he grabs a shield and starts running outside to find where y'all are. It takes basically everything he's doing just to like get out the door and start searching. Let me just roll a luck dice. Out of the box. Okay, he picks the right side of the chapel, so like goes around to the correct side and can see like you coming down. He's not anywhere near enough to like do anything, and he's out of actions, but he's at least like, okay, I'm ready on this side. And he gives a holler out to point in that direction. Rift, you are now up.
Okay. I also think going outside is probably the best bet, seeing as that's where they've taken Reaper, right? Yeah.
Yep. The other way would be to go up the bell tower.
And then I would have to go out anyway.
And like Dark Souls plunging attack on the thing as it's climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Was I allowed a bonus action, or since I was surprised around?
You could bonus action. It's just if it's a spell, you already did vampiric touch with your action.
That's fine. Can I harness divine power? That's a bonus action to regain 1 spell slot up to level 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll get my level 2 back.
Yep, you got it.
Thank you. Sorry.
You are welcome.
No. Going to run my 30 feet outside and go in the same direction as, because he pointed it out, so I know roughly that I can see them. How far away are they?
So you're basically able to catch up to where Rory is, and you two are kind of even there, since you have, I think you have this, you don't have any like bonus action dashes or anything, and you're 30 feet of movement.
30 feet, yeah.
So yeah, you and him are roughly equal, and the bell tower, the side of it that this thing is like clambering down from, is about 40 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Distance to it would be probably 50 feet. It's a little bit higher than it is
Yeah, that it is far. I might do... Can I use my action to walk further up?
That is with action dash to get to there.
Oh, that is... Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Sorry, I should have made that clear.
No, that's fine. But then I will just use my... What was it called?
You're gonna do the same thing, channel.
Same thing. Yeah, harness divine power. And so I touch my holy symbol and I gain a spell slot back.
Cool.
So to second level spell slot. Cool. And that's the end of my turn.
You got it. The other one is going to like sees you go that way and is gonna kind of like divide and conquer, thinking just in case it goes the other direction, goes around to the other side of the chapel. You maybe see just a little bit of movement as hello, Robertables. Good to see you in chat once again. You see as they're moving, they're starting to like take off the armor. Clearly, like that sort of like plate armor that they were wearing for like the dinner is not their usual style, and you can see it. It's kind of like a flimsy faux armor as they quickly rip it off, and there's leathers underneath. So they are just sprinting out towards the other direction of the chapel. And that brings us back to the... Vel knows what it is. It is a Draeg'ed, and I just posted a picture of it in recording chat for you. It's got its little tiny arms.
Oh wow, God.
It's so cute though, really, the little arms.
Oh God, I forgot to change the name tags. Yeah, I will do that right now. I'll do that while I'm doing stuff.
I didn't even see it.
Nope.
At all.
Me neither.
I'm Joe/Bryn. That's fine.
Yep. It's left over from the uterus dungeon.
Today. Yay.
This thing, oh man, what does this thing want to do? It's got you grappled. You are sort of flailing at it. It doesn't particularly care at the moment. What's the range on this guy? Oh yeah, that range is fine. Okay, so just to make sure that things are just a little bit complicated for y'all, it is going to, ooh, but what's that? What's that, we may ask? How many targets can that affect? I should have read these spells beforehand. Ooh, each creature in a 10-foot radius. Yes, please. I'm gonna need you and by you I mean Rift and Rory to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay, he gets a +3.
He does get a +3. You and your paladin shit. Oh, you jerk. What'd you get?
28.
What the fuck?
Wisdom +7, +3, and I got an 18.
Amazing. You are unstoppable. Oh, paladins. Let me see what its spell save DC is. Oh my, did you actually? You saved Rory. Because I rolled a 7. He has a +2, which would have been a 9, which would have failed, and you gave him +3, which puts it to 12, which just barely succeeds. So
yay, Rory.
you feel
my presence just keeps him like
Yeah.
he just feels bolstered by me.
For a second, you see Rory start to like look a little panicked and like look around to like start to like attack you, and then like shakes the magic off. Like, ugh, okay, not that. The creature is going to continue moving. I'm going to make a, okay, yeah, it's fine. You see it like down at you two, seeing that you shrugged the magic off, and it just like does like a weird creepy Hulk leap off of the tower and crashes onto the ground and starts hauling Reaper further away.
Jeez. Past us or like not even close?
Further away. It is going like into the tree line. It is starting to head north of your position.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes. Okay. I needed to make sure that I had the map ready, just in case you go into a different area. That is its turn. It can only move, including the fall, it can only move 45 feet. No, it used its action, so it can only move 15 feet that way. So it is currently 60 feet from you. It is carrying you, yeah. It gets to move half speed because it's carrying you.
Oh, damn, it can move that fast. Jeez.
It only moved 15 feet this turn. because it used its
Okay,
action for casting.
I thought you said plus the 15 feet.
No,
the
not
40.
plus, just
Oh.
15. So they were
Okay.
40 feet away. Now they're not 60, 55 feet away.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Theater of the mind. I will have maps next time because my brain breaks when I do this. It is Vel's turn. Vel is going to. She like rolls her eyes, seeing it start to run, and pulls out a hand crossbow and is going to attempt to shoot it. Oh my god! Attempt. I got nailed it.
Nice.
That is a 25 to hit. So that is going to be these plus these. Because she does get sneak attack.
Play out NPCs.
What?
I like it when you play out NPCs that are helping us.
My boosted DM dice rolls are in your favor now.
Yes.
10, 18. Oh my god. And then okay. 19 plus 4, 20. So yeah, she does 23 points of sneak attack damage to the dude.
Nice.
And that is her turn. Reaper, that brings us to you.
I think the fact that it has her grappled and is ignoring her pisses her off even more. So we're gonna use that spell slot that I just got back for inflict wounds.
Okay. You do still have Vampiric Touch, by the way. Vampiric Touch is concentration, so you can just keep repeating that spell attack with your action.
Okay. Okay. Do I have disadvantage on this? I forget.
No.
No. Okay.
It's straight roll.
That is a 17.
17, and this is you're still going with the inflict wounds?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 17 hits.
Sweet.
So that's going to be 4d10 because you upcast to second level.
31 damage.
31 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right.
I told you she's pissed off.
It
Picked
felt
up something
that.
bites. Yeah.
It absolutely felt. I was not happy with that one. And let's see here. That is going to. Anything else for your turn?
Sorry. Yeah. That's an action. No, that's okay.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Rory's turn. Rory is just going to sprint up to this thing and just get into melee with it. So movement and then action dash, and is just there. Let me make sure that he doesn't have any bonus actions. No. So he is there sort of like immediately taking on sort of like a phalanx pose, spear over this heavy round shield. And then Rift, you are up.
I am following suit almost, so I run the other side of this big creature to flank it, and use my movement and then my action to dash, and
Nice.
then I am going to. Am I am I left or right or front or back, or how is it?
You could be on like the
Wait.
side. So it would basically
Yeah.
be like big creature, Rory, you, and then Reaper.
Yeah. So that's where I am at, and I'm going to say you're not going anywhere, and I cast Spiritual Weapon, and take a swing at it.
Okay. Yeah. Give me that swing.
So all of us surrounding us, hopefully it doesn't keep running, we'll see. Ooh, 17. Where is that? 23 a hit.
23 absolutely hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. Ow. It's looking hurt.
Good. Snarl at it.
Snarl at. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Other NPC running up the other side. You can see they have a longbow and are going to fire off a shot. And yes. So, pew, first one. The creature does have a little bit of cover, but that is going to hit past that cover. And that one will... No, that one will miss. So the second shot misses because of cover. This one is going to be, and then an extra D10. I can use this X many times per day to add a little bit of extra damage to their longbow attack. Oh, why did I roll a D6? It's a D8 for a longbow. Come on. Pew pew! Raven and Riddle dice. Oh. Rolled a 1 on the D8. That is 14 points of piercing damage to this creature. Not bad. It is definitely hurt. And you can see the other person is just like keeping pace right now. They're not really gaining anything. They were just able to get into range for that longbow shot. And that is it for their turn, bringing us back to the Draeg'ed's turn. Draeg'ed is going to attempt to knock its new food unconscious. So, bite attack. Oh, God. Wasn't a natural 20, but it was a 27.
Yep.
Oh, God. I keep rolling 10s on my D10s. 17 piercing damage.
Oh, that is all I had.
You're down?
Yeah. Oh, no. I have a reaction.
You half orking it up?
I have, hold on. I have relentless endurance. I have
Nice.
1 hit point.
So you're at 1 hit point now instead of 0.
Yeah.
Love it. Do give me a Constitution saving. Actually, I'll keep attacking because if you go to 0, it's gonna be moot. And I have 2 more attacks left. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
I love having things with high to hit modifiers against you tanky people. That is gonna be 12 points of piercing damage from the claw.
All right, yeah, I'm down.
So it bites into Reaper's shoulder, squeezes with one of the claws that's grappling her, and you see her like go limp, the vampiric touch fading from her grip. And this other massive claw just does like a backswing towards you, Rift. That is going to be a 21 to hit. Oh, cock dice. Oh, spicy. 19 points of piercing damage from the claw.
Nice.
And then, oh, it does speak. It does speak languages. What languages do you speak, Rift?
Common, Draconic, Primordial, and Undercommon.
You understand this.
Oh!
It speaks in Undercommon. I will feed on you later. Darkness envelops all of you. It is completely pitch black. You hear...
Can I
the
take
dark... You cannot because you can't see it. You have to be able to see something to take an AOO at it. And you see this, like the darkness like envelops you, it is completely pitch black, and then you see the darkness moving away from you in this weird just like sphere of darkness moving away. Your face. That is its turn. Is going to Vel. Just like, shit, make sure it doesn't get away! And you can see her like rappelling down from the tower. Like there's no clear shot. It's now firmly into the wood line. So anyone from ranged is now having to deal with a lot of tree cover blocking everything on top of this darkness effect. Vel is just using all of her movement and actions and stuff to get down the bell tower and like barely catch up with y'all. Reaper, give me a death save, roll it, and don't say it out loud, just send me a message. Ooh. Poker face, mama, poker. Rift, you're up.
Rift is angry at this stupid thing, and she probably can't keep up her she shouldn't have wasted a stupid second.
I will say the oh my god, the
oh, he's only can move 15 feet.
He can only move 15 feet, so he is within the 20 feet of. It's just gonna be
Oh.
disadvantaged because of darkness.
Okay, cool. Then let's do that. I'm gonna use my movement to move up there first, and I bring my spiritual weapon in. At the same time, I'm going to swing with the spiritual weapon.
Disadvantage?
23 to hit. Disadvantage. 17.
17 still hits.
Nice.
Doesn't have crazy AC. It needs that darkness buff to be able to survive.
4 damage.
Every little bit counts.
Yep. I'm going to... Now that I've hit it...
You still have disadvantage.
No, but if I wanted to reach in there and grab
Oh, go for
could
Reaper?
I? Yeah.
Ooh, this is fun.
If I feel Fur, I'm not going to do anything, but if I
Right.
feel Reaper, then I would like to use my action to cast Lay on Hands.
Okay. I like this idea. Give me an unarmed strike. Give me an unarmed strike with disadvantage.
Hen.
10. It's just this tangle, like you feel what might not be fur, and then it just like feel like nails start to dig into you. You're like, nope, that's not Reaper. So that's one attack. Or actually, you're using your action to try Lay on Hands.
I was trying to use my action to Lay on Hands.
Okay. Yeah, you are like holding the magic in there, and you are just struggling to find anything. What I'll say is that if there's an opportunity that presents itself, I'll allow you to, like, when you make the AOO for like a reaction attack, you could try and hit her again if you get that chance.
But I couldn't make an AOO because he's in darkness, right?
Let me make sure that I didn't cheat. Because you did hit it, you caused some damage. I need to make a concentration check.
Okay.
I made it. I was pulling.
It was I rolled 1 damage for it, so it was like.
it's a naked. I have a small con modifier, so there's no guarantee that he made that. But yes, keeps it. So you have the Lay on Hands charged. If you wanted to do it for an attack of opportunity, I'll rule of cool that. But yeah, right now you're not able to find Reaper in the tangle of limbs.
But if I do at some point see a limb or something poke out of the darkness, I'm going to.
Yeah. Also, just to clarify, this thing is large. It's taking up a lot of space, and it's just sort of like you could feel it's basically like body blocking you from her.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Rift. Actually, Rory should be going. Both of you have very short R names, and my handwriting got completely confused. So I'm gonna do Rory's turn. Rory's running up there with you. Rory is moving in and is gonna try and get this guy. Disadvantage. Let me get that second dice. I'll roll wood dice for Rory. Disadvantage. I was reading the higher number. I was like, ooh, he hit. Nope. And then, no, missed. I need a 10 on 3 attacks. Come on. No, 2 out of 4. He's like stabbing the spear into the darkness, but is like also vaguely aware that Reaper is somewhere in there unconscious and does not want to hit her. Oh, so absolute whiff town. It is the archer's turn. Archer runs forward and is gonna shoot, attack the darkness. Don't roll a natural 1. Okay, no natural 1s. Come on. You could do it. Oh. No. Absolute miss. So just 2 arrows, and you hear them like hit into the grass behind this creature. It is the creature's turn. It is going to... What is it gonna do? Let me see. How's it feeling? It's feeling not unconfident. Are you, Rift, are you bloodied? Are you below half hit points?
No.
Okay. Then it is going to attempt to, well, if it does that, 60 feet, 30 feet, so y'all can keep up. So it's going to take the risk. That's what it's gonna do. It's going to move. So again, no AOs because you can't see it. and it's going to move, and you hear it start climbing. You see the orb like floating up into the air as it starts climbing up a tree. And is going to use its action to dash. So it gets 10 feet to the nearest tree, and then 20 feet up the tree. And that is its turn. Vel is up. Vel is moving up and is gonna try and take a shot at this thing. Oh, disadvantage, fuck. The second roll was a natural 20.
Yay!
So, a hit.
Nice.
She gets to roll a ton of dice because rogues. 12, 16. Blah, another 6. 22. 26 points of damage.
Ugh.
Oh gosh, that thing is not looking
Lucky
good.
we have her on our team.
That thing is real rough. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw for concentration. What did I say for damage? 26?
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled. Let me make sure. I rolled a 12, so I fail by 1. The darkness evaporates, and you can see Reaper being held by like one of the little tiny arms, and just blood flowing out of her. She is not looking good. Reaper.
Okay. I scare.
The silence is deafening.
The silence is deafening.
Music paused at that perfect time too. It's just like...
Is Rory's turn. Rory is like, I'm no good in fucking trees, and like very quickly like starts pulling out javelins and just hucking them at this thing. Oh gosh, Rory's kicking ass if I don't roll a disadvantage. That's going to be. Oh. Minimum damage, 4 points of damage. But he does get another attack. 2 ranged attacks. Oh, second one misses. So, and this creature is looking very rough, very bad. Is clearly desperate to escape. Rift, is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet in the diagonal straight to him.
Mm-hmm.
And roll to attack disadvantage. No, just regular?
Just straight. Yeah. No darkness anymore.
No, a 9 does not hit.
Oh no.
Then.
You already used your channel divinity, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would remind you that your friend with the creepy laugh does let you continue to add +10, but there is a cost.
I haven't used my channel divinity.
You used it for restoring a spell slot.
Oh, wait, was that? Oh, do I have to mark it off twice?
Oh yeah, I think so, because there's the it consumes 2 things. It consumes a usage of channel divinity, and you can only use channel divinity that way 1 time per long rest, I think.
Yep. And then I get it back in a short rest, but I don't get the other one back into a long rest.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sorry about that.
Nope, no
mark
worries.
off 2 things. And then I will wait, I'm going can I use my movement to get underneath the tree where Reaper is up, and I want to use my action to cast command?
Okay. Ooh, I love this. Yes.
So wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Is command a charm effect?
How do I know?
If it says somewhere,
it's an enchantment.
I don't think it
Speaking
technically
with-
charms.
You speak one word command to a creature you can see with a range. The target must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or follow the target. It doesn't say anything about being
as long as it doesn't use the word charmed in any of its condition, then it's nope. So I do not get my Fey ancestry. Wisdom save.
Yes.
An 11.
Fail. I say drop, by the way.
Yep.
That's why I put myself under there. I already
Give me an athletics check. I saw it coming and I love this. This is so good.
Oh, nice. 15.
15. You easily catch Reaper. There's no fall damage. You're able to like cushion the blow.
Okay.
Reaper's in your arms, looking very rough.
Did I waste my lay on hands when I?
You did not waste the points. No points were expended from your pool.
Okay, cool, perfect. Just making sure, because I was like,
oh. No, you just didn't get to use that action that round.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, that is your turn. Oh no. That is your turn. The archer is running forward, and he's gonna take another 2 shots at this dude. Now that it's not disadvantaged, that's a miss. Come on, participate. There we go. That's a hit. And no, I need d8s. I'm getting all kerfuffled. And it's gonna use another usage of its dealio because it doesn't know how much hit points this has. 14 points of piercing damage. And you can see it like stick into the back of the creature's skull and come out one of those glowing red eyes. And with a heavy thump down into the ground. Yeah, like you're like, oh, barely avoids you and Reaper standing beneath it. It is now dead. But we're staying in initiative because every second counts.
I was gonna say immediately like that.
Yep, I know you were. Vel is running forward. Bonus action dash. Sees Reaper knocked out, and very quickly pops a potion and dumps into Reaper's mouth. Yeah, these D4s are so hard to pick up. Reaper, you regain 6 hit points. The first death save was a natural 1.
Oh no!
And I barely made the second.
The second one was a 10.
He only had one more roll left. Well, if it was a bad one.
And also, if y'all had killed the Draeg'ed while it was in the tree, the fall would have been lethal.
Yep, that's exactly why I was like, I need to get her out of it.
That was a great play, thank you.
The Draeg'ed on the ground, its limbs start to like curl in like a spider that's just been killed, and it is just laying on the ground in rigor mortis. Reaper, you are conscious.
Ow.
You're right.
Yeah, I think I'm alive. Thanks for saving me.
You're all good. We need you.
Thanks.
Is the church safe?
Not if they can climb, I guess.
Vel like very quickly is examining the demon and like making sure. You can see her like slide the rapier out, and this long glowing blade extends. And she just like slices through its throat and then like does a few punctures to the chest. It's just like clearly just making sure that this thing is down. As long as the jar is working in any way, there should only be 1 demon per area. So with this thing dead, this whole force should be relatively safe.
That's good. I need a rest.
Yes, we should resume the sleep we were trying to get. Ugh.
Are you still holding me?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Reaper's not gonna say anything about it.
You look so tired and weak. I've still got 34 hit points. I feel fine. No, fine.
The other one in Vel's party runs up, and you can see that without all of that like facsimile armor on, they look vaguely orcish. They've got a couple of tusks pronounced in their lower jaw, lots of like piercings in one ear, and mostly wearing leathers. And there is a Reaper. I think you would see this, even with disadvantage. I think just they're close enough, passive perception. You could see that there is some like heavy tattooing that looks like there are a lot of tattoos in Kakuset, and so I think you would recognize a cover up, but it's not a very successful one, and that there is some like what look like blue flames that have been like tried to be layered over in some other design.
Do I know what that is?
You can give me either religion or history.
I shall do probably religion. Yeah, religion. I still have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Rolled a 15 and a 16, so 18.
18. You would know that is it's a stretch, perhaps, but you know that there is a group that exists in the world known as the Knights of the Blue Flame, who are an extremely zealots, like fanatical order of purgation specialists, meaning that they are opposed to magic of any sort, to the extent that like even if you're a good guy, if you're using magic, you're a bad guy to them. They are utterly opposed to the practice of magic. They believe it is a corrupting force on the world. And so, like, yes, while they will absolutely go out and hunt demons and devils and bad stuff, also they very often will try to assassinate major mages and practitioners of magic, or use terrorist attacks against like wizarding schools and stuff to advance their plots.
I think Reaper's hand kind of tightens on Rift's shoulder. It looks like it's covered up, though.
It does look like there's been an attempt at a cover-up. It's not very successful.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of eye them for while we walk back.
Sure. And y'all are able to get back to the church and continue your long rest. Is there anything you wanted to do other than just...
If while we're walking, Reaper, you good if I carry you?
Yeah, you're
cool. I don't put you down. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay with that first. I just kind of lead off of the group just a smidge and just address this hand squeeze. You alright?
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the tattoos on the other two.
No.
Just
just the one.
Oh, just one. Okay.
Just the orc.
The Blue Flames. It's an order that hates all magic users, and it looks like it's tried to be covered up, so I don't know where he's standing. I think we should both be careful.
Thanks for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
Did was that the one that was away from us when we were fighting?
That's the one that was
the
using the
bow that was
longbow.
like behind. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Just keep an eye on him. See if he looks at us any different than. But they used a potion, and potions are magic, aren't they? Or are potions medicinal?
Potions are magic items. There's, I would say, with an 18, you know, there's a thin line between like alchemy and magic. There's like the background magic of the world, where like if you stick these two herbs together and mix them up in a poultice and do stuff, that it will create a healing effect that is supernatural to our sensibilities. But in their, like, the Knights of the Blue Flame do distinguish between like there's magic that happens because this is a fantasy world, and then there's magic that happens because someone cast a spell. They are very specifically neutral towards the former and vehemently against the latter.
Okay. that makes sense. It's like the fact you're an orc is magic.
Right, like the fact that you can like, oh, I took 80 points of damage, I'll just go back to 1. Like, yeah, it's like...
No. Cool. I need a nap.
Yeah, Reaper's just gonna pass out as soon as possible.
I think so. And I trust these guys enough-ish to like, I mean, they kept us alive to this point, so I don't have the need to worry about staying up or anything like that.
Yeah, and they do maintain the watch order, even with Vel thinking that this is probably a safe place now. They do maintain the watch order. Give me a perception check as y'all are like getting into your bedrolls and like bedding down.
4.
Uh, 16.
16. Reaper, you notice as like Vel is like getting situated up in the bell tower, like she's also making use of that area. You do notice that like she notices something with like the bracelet, and like clearly takes a moment to like look around and is like studying the bell tower area. That's all that happens, and she just like looks down and like checks that everyone's okay down there, and then like continues her watch.
I just, before I pass out, I'm just gonna call up. Don't forget to look up.
Good idea. And y'all are able to finish a long rest. You have a question?
I wish I saw something. I want to know. I want to know if that was a looking to see if people were asleep yet, or looking to see if everyone was okay yet. Look.
I'll say because you weren't even looking up in that direction at all, you missed it.
No idea.
Yeah. You are able to complete a long rest. You get all of your stuff back. I won't be coy. There's no need for extra spooky d12s to be rolled.
My exhaustion is gone.
You did it.
Yay! I survived.
You survived.
Barely.
Make sure you eat some food, otherwise that's not the truth.
Yes. Yeah. Mark off set of rations. Plenty of room for some new exhaustion. Yes, we had first exhaustion, but we had second exhaustion. 11sies?
I don't think he's heard of 11sies.
I don't think he's heard of 11sies, Pip. So yeah, y'all wake up.
Is there daytime, nighttime in this place?
You're noticing it is eternal twilight. It's this like sort of like midnight darkness with like sort of a high moon giving a little bit of light to the forest, but there seems to be no change in that.
Is the moon just the opening the base?
Yeah, it's just the lid off.
It's just the moon just stays where it is in the center above us.
Yep.
I love it. Cool.
Yeah, I do weird shit with the regular moon. Why wouldn't this moon be any different?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Love me some weird moons. Yeah, Truman Show. Vel very quickly, like, as everyone's waking up and like, you can see that Rory and you catch his name just like in their quick like talking as they're moving about. The orc's name is Thokk. Thokk.
Okay.
And you can see as they're as they're talking between each other, they are very clearly experienced to doing this. They have like a small little like camp set. They're cooking up some pretty decent, like better than just the dried meat and nut ration, like good breakfast, all things considered.
What was his name again? I know you literally just said it, but
It's okay. Thokk.
Thokk. I wrote cork, and I was like, that's not right.
That's not it. Thought. Thokk the Thought.
Yeah.
Vel comes over and is like, I think that bell tower is one of the gateways to another area. If we wanted to use that one, I've been told that there are multiple and there's lots of different ways to move about this place, but you know,
If there's only one demon per place, we may as well move on, right?
Theoretically, yes.
Should we check?
Check as in go to the next place, or do a search of a more extensive search?
Yeah, do a sweep of this place first.
I'm not opposed to a sweep. It's time, but that theoretically costs us nothing as long as you're not in a rush.
No, I think so.
Okay. Thokk, you can stick to the trees, and we'll... Riff, do you mind being the vanguard with Rory? And I'll stay a bit behind.
Yeah, easy.
I'll stay near Vil.
Sounds good. Is there anything specifically that y'all are looking for as you scout out, other than just other demons that are hanging out here?
I mean, if there's anything shiny at any point, then
Sure.
point it out to me. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm just scanning and looking for...
Okay. Give me,
I'm sorry. Go.
what were we gonna ask?
I was just gonna look for any other, like, weird places like the bell tower.
Okay, yeah. Give me... Let me think. Rift, give me a perception check. I'll say with advantage because the NPCs are also doing stuff. And then Reaper, give me an investigation check, also with advantage because they're helping you out.
19.
13.
19 and 13. I will also roll for funsies. Okay. 19. Actually, both of you give me survival checks as well.
A regular survival?
Just regular old survival, not at advantage.
17.
22.
Woo! Okay. Both of you recognize that there is some weird wobbliness happening to space here. As you are sort of moving around, you notice that there's this one clearing that you move through that is there's a like fallen like an old tree with like a big hole in it, and when you move through that tree into this other area, it leads into like, it's like one of those like TARDIS sensations where it's bigger on the inside. It is like the inside of this massive fallen trunk that is hollowed out, and there's actually like a river moving through it. And when you come out another side of it, it leads to this like hilltop that you are now looking down onto the stump that you went through before. So it is like this whole place is like twisted in on itself like a knot. You are not able to identify any of the other like breach spots, those little thin places that could serve as doorways that Vel was talking about. And you don't notice in any particular like shinies or loot per se. This whole place is just this like weird collection of places that are strung together.
Yeah. Moving on then.
Looks like this place is clear, which is good. That's one data point saying that this thing isn't completely broken.
Yeah, very true.
Should we go through the bell tower or try another look around for something else? I wasn't able to see any other places.
Yeah, I don't think we were able to find anything.
I mean, if we know for sure that the bell tower works, might as well use it.
It should work.
Let's just... I imagine we're doing like a big circle because like it's a circle.
Mhm.
Is there an edge, or is that too far? Or do we, anytime we walk close to it, we get turned back around to the center?
You don't ever find an edge. When you pick directions, you end up going to new places.
Yeah.
But always in like this strange, nonsensical order. So like you move east from the church. Sorry. You move east from the church. That ends up putting you into this like you wrap around to this place that has like a giant hill rolling up one side, and then another one of those like big fallen logs, that hollow that goes into the massive fallen oak kind of tree. And then you continue east again and go into this. There's a waterfall that lands into this small little pool. There's another hill, like a cliff, going straight up. And if you continue going east, if you go east once more, you arrive back at the church.
Okay. Cool.
So you're never finding a hard edge. You can always keep going a direction. It's just that direction eventually wraps or goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds fun. Then make it back to the church then, I guess. And look out along the way that we're walking back for any thin spots, but that's not going out of the way, I don't think.
Sure. Give me another investigation check.
Oh, 17 minus 2. 15.
15. Flipping between all of my pages of notes. Let's see here. You notice that tucked into that trunk, that there was the original like hole that went through and into that fallen tree. Sort of wedged into the bark, there is what looks like a secret door. And when you inspect it close enough, you do see your like wristband, sort of like these little like runes start to light up across it.
Oh, I found another way through, just so we know.
Oh, that's indeed good to know. Do we want to do that one, or do we want to do the one in the church?
Do they all go to the same place?
Probably go to different places. I'm struggling to wrap my head around exactly how this place proceeds, but I would imagine different places.
Can you come back?
I would think so. I think the doors are stable. So if you walk one direction and then turn around and walk that same direction backwards, you should arrive back at the same place.
Okay.
Where are we right now?
You are next to this like broken stump of a tree, but it's massive and it has this big hole carved into it that leads down into that fallen oak tunnel, but that you've traversed through a couple times. But then there's also a hidden door carved into this trunk.
Okay.
Well, we're here. We may as well try this one out. We can always come back.
Okay. I don't mind doing that.
So doing this one and not the one in the bell tower.
I reckon if we come across a veil, we just go through it,
Sure.
get the demons out, move on.
I guess so. Might as well.
Unless you know any difference between the two.
Can try and roll an intelligence for her. One's the same as the others to me.
So we're just wasting time if we walk back to the church, so let's do it.
Okay. Going through this one. Whoop. Yeah.
No, it's alright. I was just laughing because I was just like, did I just ruin some plans, man? I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you wanted to, give me an insight check. I'd say insight or investigation, whichever one's better for you.
Insight. Dirty 20.
Can I also? Oh, no.
I'd say this is just for Rift.
Okay.
If you wanted to prioritize what your little friend said during your watch, you were in a church. You don't know if there's significance to where you're finding the portals as to where they lead, but it's a thought that crosses your mind.
Mm-hmm. Up to you guys. church here doesn't matter to me. I look at Rory and Thokk.
Thokk is just like you said, we'd be wasting time just walking, so next room's the same as any other room to me.
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Look through that one. The door, the wood door.
Vel goes up to the door, and you can see her do this like quick hand motion and grab onto the this little like knot in the tree that like makes a door handle, and the door starts to swing open, and you can see the runes on that wristband for her light up, glow far more intensely, and she steps into the door and immediately fades from view. You just do not see her anymore.
Can I go through that door?
Sure. You similarly have your that band lights up, and you feel a little bit of warmth from it as you step through that door. Reaper, are you going in next, or are you waiting for the other two?
No, go going.
Okay. One by one, you move through, and you feel that same sort of weird stretched sensation, like you're being pulled thin a bit. And then that leaves, and you find yourselves and Vel in what looks like an extremely elaborate treehouse. It is pretty large where you're standing, and you can see that you are exiting out of this a very similarly made hidden door that is built into the trunk of a tree that's moving up through the center of this room. There is a lot of elaborate foliage and vines. It looks like the tree itself has been like integrated with the architecture of this room, and you can see several paths branching off of this. There is like a slide moving down sort of off to your left. There is a limb that leads out, and you can see that it has like a guard-railed porch built into the limb of that tree. Is looking out over some distance. And then there are two other branches that move out from this room, and you can see ladders, one leading down, one leading up, one on each of those platforms. And you also see there are little like holes, like not dug into, but like breached into the floor of this room.
Is it?
And sorry.
That's okay. Is it just empty? There's really nothing in here.
It's just you, Vel, and the other two. Yeah.
Like no toys,
Furniture.
chairs.
There's like a little bit of furniture. There's like a small couple of chairs out on that like observation platform, but that's all you're seeing.
If I look behind me, can I see a door still?
You
Or
see a
does it
door
have-
still. It's
And
just
does it react when I put my band back up to it?
it does not. The band you push it towards it, and there's like this little very faint light, but there's hardly anything. It's not the same as when it was open to you and it just like sort of bloomed into a brighter light.
Okay.
I guess Can I go out on that, like, limb outside?
Observation deck.
Sure.
And just take a look around.
Yeah. You go out to that observation deck, and it is looking over a massive maze, just this huge hedge garden. And in the far distance, you can see this like very regally appointed like manor house, this big mansion looking out over this complex garden and fountain area, and this hedge maze between you and it.
Not sure. What is Vel and the other two? Did the other two come through?
The other two came through, yeah. You are all 5 in here, and as the last of you moves through, that door just swings closed on its own, and you can see it like it doesn't change much, but it changes enough to like, okay, that's not gonna open again.
Maybe once the demon in here is killed.
Speaking of, 3. Can y'all roll me a D3? So a D6 and have it.
3.
3.
5, so 2.
Okay. A 5 would also be a 3.
Oh.
It's halved, rounded up for D3s. Okay, cool. I know which demon's in here now.
Good.
Good. Oh,
Good.
yay.
Ooh, wonderful.
Oh, yay. Was that demon that we fought before in the dinner party?
Yes, it was standing behind the group of drow.
Okay. Cool. How do we get out of this treehouse?
Vela's looking around and is like, well, there's those 2 ladders, and there's a couple of slides. That's
A
weird.
slide?
She's like looking through like those little holes that are built into the floor, and then there's also just a like curly Q little slide ramping down off of this platform. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Fun.
I'm gonna go test out that slide.
Which one? There are the 3 holes, and
Ailey
then there.
wants to test out the slide, so this is what's happening.
Oh, yes. I am allowing this bleed. Let it happen.
Yeah. You said one was an open slide, or are they all the 3 all just holes in the ground?
There's 3 that are just holes, and then there's a third. There's a 4th one that is just like whoop, just like off the side of the tree.
Yeah, one that's at the side of the tree, not one that goes down into a dark hole that I can't see.
Yeah, it's do you want the open top or the closed top slide at the water park kind of decision?
Open top, please.
Open top.
Slow stream.
Yep. Do you just go straight down? No.
I mean, I look.
Mm-hmm.
And
it twists away, like rounding out of sight of the tree.
Oh, how big is this tree?
You're looking down and it's like you feel a good ways up.
Oh shit. Oh, do we want to leave this tree then?
While I'm looking out at like the hedge maze and around, can I use Eyes of the Grave?
Ooh, okay.
As an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn.
Did it say a range on there? 60 feet?
60. 60.
You do not get the sensation of any undead.
Okay.
I do my divine sense
Mm-hmm.
at the top of the slide as I look down for any celestial fiend undead.
You do not get the sensation of any celestials, fiend, or undead.
What is everyone else doing? Are they looking around the room? Are they inspecting?
Thokk has
The
moved
holes?
over. Thokk has sort of joined Reaper and is just like looking out over the hedge maze and is like trying to inspect it very carefully, and is just like you can see like like that sort of feeling like trying to stare at a puzzle and make it make sense. It's just like, oh, that hurts my brain. Vel is looking at the door that you came through and is just like doing a double check that like her wristlet isn't working either. It's just like seems to be trying to plan for emergencies and is just kind of being stymied by circumstance. Rory is kind of posted up. He's just kind of hovering near Vel. You can see you're getting the sense that he's the kind that is like, if we're in a fight, I know what to do. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for the fight.
Are there any, looking out, are there any structures?
There's, beyond the hedge maze, there looks to be some, like, set of fountains, and then there is that massive house in the distance. And those are, like, the two structures that are clearly jumping out to you.
Well, who wants to try out the maze?
Can I see how the maze is laid out from?
Give me either perception or survival.
I will do. Oh, they're both the same. I guess I'll do survival. It doesn't matter because I got an out one.
It is a massive hedge maze. You're a decent distance away from it, and you are noticing, not in the way that like the Goblet of Fire maze like shifted its walls, but it is this like, oh, wait, I just looked at that and it had a different pattern to it. So it's like maybe it's like changing when you look away from it. It's like this like weeping angel kind of maze thing going on, but it's definitely there's some bullshit happening. You're getting a sense of like Thokk's irritation was like multi-leveled, like feeling like he's being gaslit by a stupid maze. Like, this is ridiculous. I can see things. I know what they are.
Yeah.
There's no way around.
I kind of muttered to him. I kind of muttered to him next to me. I'm like, wow, this maze sucks.
Right? Magic bullshit. Just, oh. It's gonna make us play by its game, is my bet. And if I was a demon trying to stay hidden, I'd probably hide in there.
Or the mansion.
Mansion could be it too. Does the mansion look weird to you?
I will look at it.
Give me a perception check. Actually, this would be an investigation check.
It's a 3.
It's a big ass mansion. Nothing's jumping out to you as weird though.
Kind of shrug. I don't see anything.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
Maybe we are far away and the maze is acting weird. Maybe it's messing with your eyes a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, just give me something to shoot. Where is this thing? He starts like looking around. So there's not that much in this little like treehouse to explore, but he's just kind of like, I don't want to look that direction anymore, and is just sort of looking at other stuff.
Are there any rocks or anything like little seed?
There's a couple like acorns. Yeah, like
can
little
I grab
seeds.
a couple of those and just drop them down the holes?
Sure. You hear them like clatter around and like roll, and they eventually like fade from hearing.
Curious, but not enough to go in. I'm definitely thinking out loud at that point.
Yep.
No one's made any clear ideas of what we're gonna do, so I'm just wandering the room being like, I'm not sure which one to take.
Vel is also looking at the holes and is like, I agree that is suspicious. I'm inclined to not think it's trapped though. I could try and go down.
Can you be careful?
I'm gonna be as careful as I can be.
How tall is the tree? I know that we don't know exactly, but are we talking 100 feet into the air?
You'd say closer to 100 than 20.
Yeah. Can I tie a rope to her? 50 feet of rope? That's enough.
Yeah.
To see if she can untie herself and go further if it's safe. But at least if it's, I forgot 50 feet of her, I can hold on for now.
She ties that around her waist and is just like, if I stop somewhere that isn't the ground, I'll give 2 tugs if I want to continue, and then you'll know why it goes limp.
Cool.
I have a spell that should be able to reach you, but I don't know how it works in a space like this. So just, if you don't hear from me, please come after me. I would appreciate that.
I will. I will.
There are
onto the rope and lowering her down.
There are 3 holes. Do y'all have any preference as to which one you pick? There's 2 of them that are closer to those branches that fork out to the ladders that go up and down. And then there's one that's kind of like left off on its own.
The layout of the house, so like you're thinking kitchen, lounge room, bedroom, dealio, or is it just a circle room?
It's just a circle room, yeah.
Okay. There's not like anywhere that would be like, that's the trash chute because it's by where they would be cooking.
No, there's no clear indications of purpose.
Okay, cool. You pick. You're going down.
Alrighty, I'll say that one is 1. All right, down this one we go. And she like drops down.
I make sure she doesn't go too quickly in case there are already like drops.
Yeah.
I'm not just letting the rope go slack or anything.
Yes. I said I was going to change those nameplates, and then I didn't do that. So just been playing with the wrong names this whole time. Don't mind me. Beep bop boop.
We've got
there
Haley
you
as
go.
Finn and Haley as Rift.
Yeah.
We've got this.
There we go. That's better.
Yay!
Hey.
You lower Vel down. Let me make sure I know which. Me from years ago wrote this map out, and I'm like, oh, you could have written this a little bit more clear, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, that's where you're landing, or that's where she's landing. Eventually, you do feel like the rope go taut. You're at the end of it, and you see like a boop, boop, or you feel like a little double tug, and then a lot of weight goes off of the rope.
I pull the rope back up and pack it back up, so. And I'm keeping like an ear to the hole, because I figure like it reverberates a little bit, like maybe. So I'm just listening out, because I don't know what magic she has, if she has any, so I'm just.
Right. A couple minutes go by, no response. And you can see like Rory's getting like, we should probably head down there.
Yeah, after 2 minutes, then after 2-3 minutes, gone. That's not enough. That's too long of a time. And Rift is just gonna sit in her bum and slide.
Yep. Okay. You slide on down, and it is wee. It's like if it wasn't in this horrible place, it would probably be a little bit fun.
Yep.
You pop out and are immediately in like a hedge. You are in a part of the hedge maze. You can see that you like fly out down onto the ground here. And give me a perception check real quick.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You did notice as you went down that slide, there were rungs, like interspaced, like handholds every so often at like on like the roof of the slide, to where it was like, oh, okay, you could like pull yourself up this thing if you wanted to reverse the path that you went.
Okay. And was there any tunnel like off, if that makes sense? Like,
nope, it was
there
one...
an option to change position? Okay.
Nope, just one continuous slide down, and you wind up in this wide hedge maze hallway extending forward. And Vel is standing there, and Vel gives you like a quick wave. Okay, the magic didn't work. That's good to know. I was counting approximate paces, and it should have worked by distance, which means that whenever there is a transition from one place to the next in this place, that counts as too much distance for magic to work.
Yep.
I
Is it something
didn't
you can
explore much
cast
here.
without worrying
Yeah,
about?
it's a simple cantrip.
All right. Do you want to just do it now?
She like holds up this little bit of copper wire between her fingers, and you can hear her like whispering into your ear, "This is a test. How are you doing so far, Rift?"
Yeah, gotcha. Just making sure. Just for the sake of things.
No, that was a good
See.
test. Good to make sure that it works at all.
Mm-hmm. Has everyone come down? I feel like I've definitely told everyone that we were going.
Yeah.
I didn't just.
Rory very quickly follows you, and then and like pops out. Thokk is up at the top and just gives Reaper like, "Do you want to go first or me?"
Kind of shrug and just go down.
Okay. And then Reaper and then Thokk pop out.
Well, we're doing the maze.
Oh boy.
When we were looking at it, it did look, at least from the top, like it was not staying still.
Even better.
Do y'all start moving into the maze?
How far is the maze? When we were looking at it, did it look like it was like it went? How is it like a kilometer? What? I mean, I don't
It
know.
looked about, yeah, like probably make 1.5 to 2 kilometers, somewhere in there, like big maze.
Big distance.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. Cool. We're just doing it.
Okay.
Moving into the hedge maze. It goes straight for a pretty long time. Just one row, one hallway, and then
Can I?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can I ask what the floor is made of? Is it just like dirt?
Dirt. The floor is just hard packed earth. This feels very like oh, now I'm forgetting the name. The King Henry's estates. I'm forgetting the name of that palace. Anyways, it feels like
Versailles. I don't know.
it was not Versailles. It feels very like this would be a pleasant place to go were it not inside this weird jar. Like the earth is packed and like leveled and like smooth walking. The hedges are not like gnarled and twisted. They're pleasant enough. There's sort of like a weird overcast sense to the lighting here. It does feel sort of like either very early morning or like sort of end of day, kind of like that warm gray twilight of an overcast day that's ending or beginning.
Since everything looks very neat and put together, every once in a while or while I'm going, I'm either gonna drag like something behind me to make tracks, or I'm gonna like intermittently try to make like a hole.
Sure.
A small hole.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
If that works. Okay. 16.
16. Okay. You're occasionally, every once in a while, just like digging your toe in or just making a quick mark with a weapon, just like leaving some level of evidence that you've traversed this place other than just footprints. The path goes.
Made it
Yep.
into away from the tree a little bit. Can I cast Divine Sense again? Just to check the 60 feet around us.
Sure. A good ways away, it starts like it banks left to where the tree actually like gets out of sight. Using it there, no sensation of fiends, undead, or celestials.
Easy peasy.
Moving ahead further, you get to a 4-way intersection. It goes straight and then left and right. Thus begins a maze.
Good. Now, do we just do the trick where you always go left until we eventually get out of here? Even if we do repeat ourselves a few times? Or do
Try
we
that for
just
sure.
wing it?
That's an option. We could also split up. As long as this
That
maze.
sounds dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
How long have you been doing missions for?
I very often work alone, so a long time. But splitting up is not. If you're good and you have a certain set of skills, it's not the worst strategy.
But
Depends on if you trust everyone
will
here, I
have-
guess.
Also, we will have no way of communicating if one of us does get out.
And then she brings the copper wire up to her mouth again and towards Reaper. As long as we're reasonably close, I can do this. And you hear
knows
her
what the
voice
maze will do
directly
us.
into your ear.
And if something happens to you,
You would know it happened to me because I wouldn't be sending the messages anymore. If you don't want to, entirely fine. We could also try and spread out just here to where we can still see each other and see if the magic continues to work.
that's fair. Completely splitting up seems risky.
No, I agree. We should at least move in groups of 2 at a minimum, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Here, let me. Rory follows her at like a nonverbal command, and like she just like moves around the corner to like break line of sight, and it's a good bit of distance away. It's maybe like she moves any distance away on the other side, it's gonna be about like 60 feet away from you, and you do hear her voice show up in your heads. Hi, this is a test. You can respond to this message.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I can hear.
A few seconds later, she and Rory come back. So it's an option. We don't have to, but it's there if we want to.
I think that there will be no meeting back up until we get out of here if we do split up.
It's entirely possible.
So as long as you're aware that we're on our own, we've got double the chance of getting out of here at least.
Or half the chance, depending.
Yeah.
I think if we split up, we should definitely try to meet back up, if at all possible, at the intersections.
I agree. I think the only reason to split up would just be to search branches faster, so that we know if something dead ends quickly, we're not wasting time as a whole group on it.
All right, let's do that. I just have a
do you
feeling
want
that
to-
as soon as we split up, those bases are going to change and lock us where we're going to be.
Yep.
Alright, yep, I know.
Yep.
Do you want to send a message every 5 minutes?
I was thinking much quicker than that. No longer than 30 seconds between messages.
If you can do that, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it. If it's a dead end, we'll mark it, and that's it. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Me and Rory can go right. You
Mhm.
two and Thokk can go left, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds good.
Is there 3 ways we can go or 2?
There are 3 other ways than the way that you came in. It's a 4-way split, but y'all didn't want to split up into onesies, so rather than Thokk going on his own, he's...
Okay.
I saw that Reaper was marking the ground, and I just make it extra pronounced where we came from and where they went versus where we're going.
Sure.
Just so then if we come across this again, maybe,
Yeah.
then we'll be able to see. As we're looking at the floor, is it completely clear of any debris or anything
Mhm.
like that?
Yeah.
It looked like freshly swept even. Mhm.
You wouldn't say freshly swept, but it looks maintained in sort of a weird way. And actually, as you're at this like crossroads, there's this like a little like park bench kind of smooshed up against one of the hedges, like it's a place to sit. The intersection itself isn't very big. It's maybe 15 feet wide at its furthest, but
Interesting. I wonder
Y'all
if
do
these are
the-
real places in the real world.
Hard to know. It might be pulling from suggestions of real places. Might be trying to duplicate them.
Maybe. Alright.
Y'all doing the left-right split?
Yep.
So y'all going left and them going right. Give me a survival check.
Rift is pretty much following her original plan of always going left. And she's not, and then no one really said no or yes, so she's just doing it.
Yep. She's operating her plan within the current plan.
Within the current plan, exactly.
Yep. So give me survival checks.
Survival 10.
Separately, or do we want?
You can do your own. Yeah.
14.
14. Very quickly you find that this place, it goes left and then has a forced right turn. There's no other option, and very quickly dead ends. And you're hearing Vel in your heads pretty quickly every 30 seconds as you're walking. It's not terribly long. And then eventually her voice cuts out, and then maybe a minute later you hear like, went too far away, so I'm coming back. It keeps going this direction.
No dead end?
No dead end on this side.
We got a dead end, so I guess we go right then. Oh, should we go to the middle? I don't know.
So y'all meet up back up in the intersection.
Have they gotten to another set of paths, if that makes sense? So like I feel like they would keep going until they make it to another intersection, and then we would follow them and then split off from there, then find the next intersection, and then we would meet up depending on who gets the blank end or not.
Gotcha. We found a Y intersection, but it was past the point that I could reach you with this spell. So we would be losing touch if we continue to search that way. Potentially. Maybe.
Well, we're coming to you. We're coming to you now to that Y intersection, and then we'll split from there.
Understood. So we're skipping the straight ahead path on the last intersection.
Unless we hit a dead end.
Unless we hit a dead end here.
Sure.
I think that works.
So you're able to rejoin them, get up to a Y intersection. Do you want the left or the right?
Left.
Still going left. Always left.
Always left.
Once again, another split. You guys move off. They go right. You go left. Yours very quickly like goes left and then just keeps turning left. And you eventually hit. You're on the branch of a Y. So there's a Y coming to you, and you can see it goes straight ahead, and then it makes a very hard, sharp right turn to go another direction deeper in.
Okay, I wait for another message and relay that and post up until we hear what they're doing.
She similarly messages, we have a lot of splits over here. It's going many different directions.
We've got one here, two.
You have two.
We can either keep going forward-ish or do a hard right.
Use dexterous. Vel says, we have three options here.
I guess we just keep going for it. Do we...
keep going for it as in like leave, potentially leave message range.
Yeah. What do you think, Reaper?
I appreciate you, Conlon. Thank you for the very nerdy computer science joke.
I mean, if we go... I don't exactly see the point of continuing back around. Because the curve, it kind of takes us back around the way we came, right?
Give me a survival check.
My map is... 12.
I'd say, yeah, you're decently sure that, like, it's heading-ish that direction to the point that like the path you didn't take at the four-way split probably intersects the path if you go straight ahead here. You're probably those are probably going to conjoin back up.
Okay.
So how right?
I think so. Hopefully that'll take us back towards them. Maybe.
We'll see.
All right. If you want to continue, we can do our best, and hopefully we don't get out of range of each other.
Yeah, we're coming back up your way, hopefully, I think. Actually, how tall are the hedges?
They are pretty tall. You'd say maybe 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. Can y'all see this? Oh wait, no. Oh, I don't want to just chuck a javelin. I'll never get it back.
It's just a javelin.
I know, right? I was thinking that. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I angle it so I'm not going straight upwards.
Yeah. You have to worry about the return trip.
Yes, but I want to. Where the right path is going back upwards, I want to throw it like at the path we're walking, if that makes sense. So I'm like, we're going this way, and I.
Okay, so you're taking the right turn, and you're just gonna like chuck it in the direction of the right turn.
Yeah, so then it like is like wherever that is going, that's where we're going, and I just want to see if they can see it.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Just yeeting this thing.
I got a 19 naturally, so plus not 6.
Nice, 25. You get some good height on this thing. It is a big, heavy arc. I need to roll a perception check for them. No. Can't say that I did.
Oh, that was such a good throw, though.
That was a good one.
It's a very poor roll on their part. And also, give me an investigation check or
I
intelligence
could
check.
also not be facing in any direction. Intelligence, natural 20.
Natural 20. You
Yes,
know
minus
that
2.
you know that like the angle of observance for 50 feet walls going up, if they're down here, like you'd have it's real
I would have
tall.
had to have. Yeah, I would have
yeah.
had to have gotten over the top of them. I just realized that now. Yeah,
you did get over the top of your wall, but that
not
they
over
can't.
the top of the.
Yeah, that you would have to get so far up that it's.
Yeah.
I can't do Pythagoras that quickly, but it's.
I need a flare.
Yeah, you need like this is
have
actually
this
when, by the way,
idea.
one of those random spells that everyone thinks is useless. This is when like a skywrite spell is dope because you could just be like, we're going this way, and everyone can see it.
I have an idea. I'm gonna light a torch. I'm gonna hand it to Rift. And I'm gonna say, can you throw that up as high as you possibly can?
I'll give it a go.
Give me a strength check.
I squat down to the ground, holding this torch, and I'm gonna use all my leg and arm action on the thrust up.
Thokk is looking around at a bunch of theoretically flammable plants and is like, oh no. It's just like, is doing the mental math and is not liking how this equation balances.
This is green. 13 plus what?
Strength.
Strength 3, 16. Okay.
16.
Once it hits its height, can I use thaumaturgy to brighten it like as bright as I can, like a flare?
Ooh, okay. I like that.
That's cool. I like that.
Okay. I gave them advantage on the second perception check, and that was a natural 20. So,
Nice.
thanks to Flare, or not Flare, gosh, I was thinking, Haley just doing strength shit. I immediately go Flare in my brain. Thanks to Rift, because you are making a flare. That's also, or just,
I was making a flare.
yeah,
Yep.
you are making a magic flare. You just yeet this torch all the way up. It does get above the wall line, and then you very quickly like thaumaturgy it on the way as it's flying. And just like it gives a pretty good pulse that kind of like catches against the fog that's happening around everywhere. And you hear from Vel, okay, I didn't see what that was, but I saw the direction of the glow.
It's cool, right?
That was pretty neat.
Okay.
Nice.
As it falls, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again to dim it down to like a number so that it doesn't actually catch anything on fire.
Right. It's thaumaturgy is very brief on like the extended effects. So like by the time it comes back down,
The wind
Actually-
has hopefully put it out.
Rift, give me a luck roll. Just give me a d20.
Can I try and
Yeah,
catch it?
alright.
D20 16.
Luck is just the straight.
Yeah, just whatever the number is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 14.
14. Okay. You do see the torch actually like it doesn't get carried by the wind. There is no wind happening.
Oh, okay.
And then as it falls, you do see it just like because you were focusing on up, not either direction. It had a little bit of drift to it, and you see it like catch the wall of the hedge maze and like bounce off, but nothing catches on fire.
Oh, great. Okay.
So the torch hits the ground, it is still burning, normal
Okay.
torch flame, and you can see Thokk kind of like, okay, that's not too bad.
Is it quite dark actually here?
It's this like weird mid-morning gray. It's like a very overcast. Think like your standard stock footage of like rural England. It is that.
Mhm.
It's just that sort of like gray but bright out. You can see everything.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
My vision is not good.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep going.
All right. Yeah, if we get out of range, we'll do that.
That sounds good.
Mhm.
I'd say don't set anything on fire. I'm guess how did it hit anything?
Only for a
Yeah,
second.
but it didn't actually catch fire. Kind of, though.
Oh. Well, that's good to know. And potentially bad to know. We probably can't cheat this maze.
No, I don't think. I do have a feeling if we tried to climb, it would be very bad.
Yeah.
Let's leave that for a last resort.
Mhm.
So y'all are going to the right, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You head right. Vel is going to go ahead and do left. Just sick left, which in this case is straight for her. And this is a pretty long passage, very similar in length to the first one you came in from the tree, which by the way, you have no sight of that tree anymore. And that's that happened fairly quickly. Basically, as soon as you turned left off of the first way in, the tree faded from sight. You eventually reach a T intersection and a bit of a diagonal. So there's left and right, with right trending like a little bit forward, right? The left is a little bit hard and the right is a little bit shallow, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you do start to not hear Vel. It seems like Vel has
Vel,
moved out of
can you
range.
do that again? And I just look at those guys and I jog like 50 feet, I don't know, 20 feet one direction, and then I come back and then 20 feet the other direction, and I just get see which direction is getting further and which one's getting closer.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah. You
If it's on the edge,
diagonal
I feel-
T.
Yeah.
You very quickly do a back and forth. When you get to like the as far as you want to go to the right, you hear Vel's magic find you. Like, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. There you are. Found you. And I yell to the rest of the group this way.
Okay.
That's a
There
good
we
way
go.
to help at least.
Which way did you go? If I'm tracking you correctly, we might be able to meet in the middle.
We went left. This then, I think. Is that the
You, the way that was closer to her was to the right. At
right?
this
Went to the
intersection.
right. Okay, sorry. Yep, we went right.
Okay, we are at a T and we have another left, so I'm gonna keep following your go left first, and that we might intersect.
Perfect. Keep heading up that path too.
So your group heads right. Thokk, by the way, has just been like basically doing Overwatch. Like it's just totally like is like they are handling the navigation here. I will say.
Okay. Could at any point while we were casting magic, could I have been looking at him and seeing his reaction to it?
Oh, I mean, he has not reacted poorly to any of this message spell so far.
Okay.
No.
Yep. Or the thaumaturgy or anything
Or
like
the
that.
thaumaturgy. Nope. There's been no the closest you've seen to like a negative like F magic reaction was when he was looking at the maze and the maze was doing weird shit. He's like, oh fuck, I don't know, magic. But he has not shown any of that disposition towards y'all.
Cool.
So y'all head right. Vel theoretically heads left. You have not seen any evidence of you crossing over a place that you have already gone before. Elsewhere in the maze, there is a bright flash in the sky as a torch is illuminated.
Oh.
The fluttering of tiny wings lifts a massive hog's mouth into the air, and the creature begins its hunt. And we will find out what happens next time when we can return to the maze, in the jar, in the sewer, in the wakawa. And there's a frog in the hole in the log. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in and watching another episode of Tails Does Tales, specifically Tails Does Tales Grimma's Fist. Hopefully Joe will be back next week, ready to return into the Forge of Fury. And we'll see what surprises we have in store. If we didn't get to check out our last episode of Tails Does Tales, we did a really fun flashback to catch up with what's happening with Saoirse. Since Saoirse dove into a tree, what's been going on since then? A bunch of wild stuff. It's been cool. We might have some more Grimma's Fist next week. We've got like 3 campaigns running in one campaign, and I'm loving it. It's all kinds of twisty, turvy, timey-wimey fun. Until next time, thank you for hanging out with us. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. As always, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Stick around for a raid, everybody. Bye-bye.